What's up, everybody? This is Rob Shack. So today we're doing the next video in my Gran Turismo 4 walkthrough here. We are using the Camaro on the All-American Championship. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Help me get to 1,000 subs. Hoping to get there by the end of the year. Right now, 8% of my viewers are subbed. I will stop talking about that once I get there. So we are on the American Championship. This is a weird race where it's an A license, but you race massive race cars, including the Chaparral 2J, which I kept restarting over and over and over again because I wanted to get this car in the race because it's one of the craziest looking cars ever and it's fun. So, yeah, Chaparral, I'm using the Camaro. There is a Panos, a Viper, and yeah, the Chaparral's pretty brutal, by the way. I just noticed him shove the Viper, so I think I might have to get some justice in here. We'll help out the Viper. I don't like when the AI smash each other for no reason like that. So we're gonna get past the Viper, and we're gonna just ruin the Chaparral for a second here. It's just what has to be done. Just call me the sheriff, I guess. So we'll push him, just keep pushing him all the way into this wall. That should hopefully slow him down a little bit, but it looked like he just kept going and didn't have any problems. Anyway, so yeah, I don't like when the AI do the things that they do sometimes. They get weird. Well, the Chaparral's just aggressive. Earlier, I had to do another take of this video, last week's video, because the Chaparral literally slammed me off the road, and so I didn't do anything about it, but now I'm going to. So we're gonna just ruin the Chaparral's day. This is just trying to make it a little bit more interesting. Even though I do love this race, this is a great race, but it is weird that the license clarifications here are just, I think it's an A. You just need an A license, which is like insane because the Stars and Stripes race also is A, and it's like road cars. So I find that to be very interesting that they didn't at least make this like international B, but who knows? So I think that's enough for now. I don't think I'm going to ruin that Chaparral too much. I just wanted to see something interesting happen there. Yeah, this is a great race. We're on Infineon. This is a legendary course that was, I think, because it got renamed to Sonoma, Polyphony didn't have the license to Sonoma, so then they just let Infineon go. They didn't actually ever bring the course back, which is weird. And also, what was really interesting was any cars with the Infineon like logo on it had it blocked out for a while. It's very odd. I don't know. Licensing stuff is very interesting. But anyway, so we are moving along here, trying to not do too much AI fails on these ones because I'm mainly just trying to make it interesting. The Chaparral's really, really good. Kind of weird car, 3 gears, looks like a vacuum cleaner, but it's very fast and has surprisingly good handling for being 1970s. It's really weird, but yeah. So we're using the Camaro, which is honestly not as good as I thought it was going to be. It's just pretty slow and underwhelming in terms of power. Not to totally bash the car, it's giving me a victory here. I'm not going to complain too much about it, but it's just something I noticed. It seems a little bit slower than I expected. I think it's more of the transmission, and I could easily fix that, but it suffers from a lot of turbo lag. Like, it seems like the gears are really messed up on this car stock, so I should probably just have fixed that, but instead I just did a tune-up, so it's fine. But yeah, the Camaro's good. I got it in, what is this, green? Looks good. It's very reminiscent to the old I am missing all of my breaking points right now. This is why it's hard to play this game and talk at the same time. But I like to do it. It's authentic. But yeah. So this car looks like a Camaro from like the original racing modifications back in GT1, which is pretty cool. I like that they kind of did a homage to that because a lot of those cars from GT1 and 2 were actually real race cars, but they just changed enough to make the licensing not be a problem, and then that was it. So it's very interesting that they do stuff like that. And so there is no, whatever brand of Camaro this is, the 90s to early 2000s Camaro, there is no like race car for it in the game, but they just decided to like fictionalize kind of. It's just interesting, yeah. So they do stuff like that because Polyphony's awesome, and they respect where their roots were, and so I love that they do stuff like that. But yeah. So Infineon's a great course. It's kind of hard to get going on this course. It's not an easy course. It's very technical. A lot of difficult corners. Apparently, the Chaparral has just given up and is not passing the Viper anymore. I thought for sure that would have been easy, but apparently you can't get past him now, so that's weird. At this point, you just, when that type of thing happens, you just enjoy it and don't take it. If you mess up an AI and they break, just record it and put it on YouTube. That's what I'm doing here. Because I don't know why the Chaparral can't seem to get past. Again, the AI in GT4 is so, it's like almost too perfect to the point that it's, this type of thing happens where AI just gets stuck behind people, and it's weird that the only time the Chaparral passed the Viper was when he slammed him off the road a little bit. It's weird. I don't know why. It's like the AI is super perfect until they're not, and then they're like hyper aggressive. It's very unusual, but it's kind of predictable. It's interesting. So at this point, we're just dusting everybody because the Panos is slower than me, but the Panos is honestly pretty good. I miss its old sound. I do. I miss the GT3 sound where it just was an up-pitched Ford GT40 race car. It's pretty obvious, but I loved that it sounded like that. It made it sound menacing. So I was a fan, but Polyphony apparently wanted to change it to this kind of muted, muffled sound. I don't know. To me, Gran Turismo 4 is the last game that has good sound design until Sport. 5 and 6 had complete garbage sound, and I don't know why. I don't know why they did that. It's strange. But these are just random thoughts. I'm not really talking about the race right now. I'm just going through it, having a good time. But the Camaro, when it starts to get those tires worn out, it really suffers. It's pretty interesting how slow the tire wear. Once the tire wear goes in, this car suffers on corners and braking too. It is a very front end car though. It makes sense. So, but yeah, thank y'all for watching. Yeah, I'll stop talking about subs once I get to 1,000. So thank y'all again and again though for watching. These are very, very fun to make. I really enjoyed this game. 3 is replayable, but 4 is so in depth. It's awesome. So I love it. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed it. And I'll show the replay and I won't talk during it. So peace.